Hi. So I decided to take a little walk in the midst of all of the computer time today. And I kind of veered off path here, which is really beautiful. I found this bubbling brook and this lovely hidden away area here. So I'm going to try to switch the camera so you can see it. Let's see here. Like this. I'm going to just turn it instead. And it's kind of this hidden away, quiet, relatively quiet place away from the cars and my usual walking bike path. How gorgeous is that, huh? I just wanted to take a moment and acknowledge what's been created today so far. Lots of joy, lots of ease, lots of creating. Including finding this path. How awesome is this? There's even another like offshoot path if you just go to the left here, and then there's some water. I suspect alligators, so I'm not going to go that way area. Yeah, I'm in Georgia, so I need to be aware of alligators. I choose to be aware of alligators. So yeah, it's a lot of connections around the world today. Was on the radio show talking about what's joyful for me, what's joyful for the people around me, willingness to have and receive joy with ease in all these different areas of your life with Marja Shelley. Awesome time talking with her, talking to other friends. And one of the things that I was really getting was really asking for and being willing to receive joy in so many different ways. One of the things that Marja and I were talking about were like a lot of people think that, oh, you do energy work and you use these energetic tools, then you're like in la la land and you're always happy all the time and you're kind of like deluding yourself. Like, are you ignoring the fact that there's all this horrible things going around in the world? Absolutely not. If anything, I'm more tapped into it. I woke up this morning and I was like, whoa, aware of so much stuff that was going around in other people's worlds and realities around the world. And one of the things that I'm choosing to do that's created a lot of ease in the midst of all that awareness is asking questions and using the Access Consciousness tools and playing around with people who are willing to ask me questions instead of make it really significant when I am in a crunchy space, when I'm not at my best, and them acknowledging and knowing, I know this isn't really you right now, so I'll be over here and you let me know how I can contribute to you and creating a little bit more ease. But if this is what you'd like to choose to be right now and do, that's totally fine. And they really mean it. Like, they're like, it's not right or wrong for you to be in a crunchy place right now. It's not right or wrong for you to be happy or grumpy or, you know, if you're creating a ton or if you're choosing to just like veg out in front of the TV, that creates too. Like, that's all creating. It's all choices. And so I'm wondering if we could ask what would it create if we asked, how much more joy are we willing to receive today? And where are we not willing to receive joy that we could receive joy? And just, yeah, be willing to like really look at that. I'm looking at that today. There's definitely aspects of that showed up in my radio show with Marja today where I realized that like if I didn't have a physical, like a visual component to my interactions with a lot of people, that I was feeling like I was missing out. Like I was like, oh, my friends aren't here from Chicago, from Australia, from New Zealand, from Texas. Oh, you know, I'm not as connected with them as I could be. And then I talked to John Ashford and we were talking about like we really spent a moment. We're like, hey, wait a minute. Do we really require their bodies to be next to our bodies for us to be connected with them? Or are we actually already connecting with them? It's just showing up different. It's just a different way of connecting. And so when we acknowledge that, and thank you, John, for that, I really appreciate it. It totally shook up my world in a really great way to acknowledge that. It's like, yeah, I am touching people's bodies and I am connecting with people, even if it's online, even if it's by phone, even if it's not as frequently as I would like it to be. Like, hey, let's actually acknowledge what joy and what fun has already been created. And then also be like, all right, do you see that right there that just happened? Can I have more of that, please? What would it take to have more of that? And so that's what I'm asking for today as I walk through this gorgeous, look at this, with the sun. Hello birdies, can you see the birds? That might be too small to see. Just gorgeous time over here. And gonna really just soak all this up and then get back to creating other things. What joy could you receive today that you haven't considered? And where are you refusing to receive joy or acknowledge the joy that you're creating and that you have in your life that you haven't acknowledged? And I will leave you with that. Hopefully you'll find a little bit more joy in your world today and acknowledge a little bit more of it than maybe before this video. Either way, I really hope you have an awesome day in whatever way it looks like, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.